Chris Keekstra, Ryan Ogle. We just wrapped up our August Board of Directors meeting. Good discussion as usual. I'm always impressed that we go back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. We have no votes, we have yes votes, and we have really good, healthy discussion in here. So it's good to do that, hash out topics, doing it on behalf of you guys, the membership. So Chris, mention a couple things, a couple highlights from the meeting, things we talked about.
Well, one is our membership is still growing.
Yes.
3,172 members. So it's still growing, and which means that we still need to, we have a lot of new members, and we have a lot of people that have been around a long time. So
yeah,
the people that have been around a long time, educate those that haven't been, mentor them, make them better, let's help each other out, making this a great business to be into.
Please do. You good?
All right, so, and the other thing that we talked about is key boxes. We got to make a decision on key boxes over the next year, and so we're going back and forth looking at different companies and trying to figure a lot of discussion there. And we want to do what everybody else is doing so that we have good cooperation with all our neighbor boards and associations.
Within the region, right?
Yeah, and so there probably will be some surveys coming out to see what the members think.
Yep.
As far as Supra, Central Lock, or do we not need a key box system?
Right. Amazon has a new key. I mean, there's a lot of interesting.
We're putting everything on the table, and we'll make a decision that's in the best interest of the members. So if you have comments on that, just let us know what those are. But you'll probably see a survey coming out soon.
I still vote for the fake rock. We had a key under a fake rock and call it good. Maybe a GRAR logo on the rock, something like that. Good stuff. What else?
One of the things, you know what a hackathon is?
I do now, since we talked about it.
We just talked about key boxes, and now we're talking about hackathons, so I'm not sure how
I
that all
actually would have
plays
thought it
together.
was like a criminal enterprise activity.
Yeah, but,
but I
so
don't think it is.
We're going to be putting on a hackathon, which is what I would call it, is a way of getting people to come up with creative ideas in a one-day setting to solve problems.
Yep.
How's that?
Yeah.
And so we're looking at January to do that. Actually, NAR is putting one on in, I believe, September on technology, and they're going to be it's going to be in San Francisco, and that's going to be a way they're going to try to. Everybody's invited to go to that.
And we want member participation.
Yes,
in
and
it,
so we're going to try to solve some problems with members.
So. So stay tuned for more details on that. That will come out, but that's something we discussed today. Some dates in January and details to it will be coming out of our marketing and branding task force. So thank you to everybody on that committee who's doing that. What else did we talk about? We talked about data. Data seems to come up at every meeting, right?
Yes, because we want to be the place to get the data.
Providers of data. How do we keep up with some of these tech companies? How do we stay fresh? How do we stay relevant? So I think we've mentioned before, we're doing some stuff with 10K Research to get some better data that we all have access to and will be on the website. And then today we talked about just reaffirming that we're going to move forward with Grand Valley State University in a data study too for some more housing stats. So
if it has to do with housing, we want to have the data for it.
Definitely.
So, and we want to help all the community nonprofits if they need data for certain things, that we want to be the source for that, because we want to be, if it has to do with housing, we want to be the place to go to.
So I think it's worth mentioning there's two good things out of here. One, GRAR stays at the center of things. If we have the data, people want to interact and use us, that helps keep us relevant to the public and the consumers in West Michigan. And then two, a lot of this data will be used for good stuff and some of the social issues going on in town with housing affordability. So I think we're conquering two big things there: good business move and doing something great for the community, which both of those back up our mission statement, right?
Correct.
Making life better, people, homes, and community. So all in all, things are good. The market seems to still be buzzing a little bit. July, the doors opened back up when traditionally it slows down. And I think we'd always tell you to stay classy, be respectful, still getting reports of people ripping up carpet and leaving doors unlocked, and just not cool, right? You'd never want that done at your own house. So if you're a real estate agent and a member of GRAR, you can't do that out there. You gotta, even if it's not you and maybe it's your clients, you gotta have control over that situation. So we'll always mention that. Treat others like you want to be treated. Any other? You just went to a
Just got back
meeting
from
in Chicago.
Leadership. NAR puts on a leadership conference every year for the people that are president-elect and the EOs of each executive officers of the associations, and that's a great way for. I learned a lot about how associations run, and hopefully can bring that next year too.
And you went as president-elect. I went last year. I kind of had the same feeling. I thought it was
very
really
well
eye-opening.
run. As far as that was a great event, that's very well run by NAR.
So that's worth mentioning because I agree with you, and you mentioned it. You think NAR is very organized and heading in the right direction, and depending on which real estate Facebook pages you're a member of, you hear a lot of bad talk about NAR. But
I think there's been a strategic change in NAR to be more, not just change with every new president at NAR to change the view on where they're going, but to literally have a idea, a strategic plan of where they're going to go. And I think we don't agree with everything necessarily all the time, but they really are trying to do the best for the industry and for home ownership in our country.
I totally agree, and we want to mention that because we get to see some of the behind the scenes that maybe the average realtor doesn't, but NAR is doing well. I think your dues dollars are going towards good stuff. I think they're making an impact for this industry career, which then translates to the way of life that we have. Or
we take it for granted, all the things that are done, but on a monthly basis and legislative things that are happening, they're lobbying for home ownership and making sure that we have can do our business.
Good. So all of you represent the same brand. Please go out there, stay professional. We all represent each other. We all can work together and have a better reputation and impact on the community. And thank you. If you have any questions or need to know anything, drop a comment and we'd love to answer. Have a good week, everybody.